Welcome to another episode of First Appearances of the Week. I'm going to show you what came out this week from Marvel and DC, ranking them from spec potential and the coolness of them. So without further ado, let's check out the first appearance of this week and see what came out this week. Sixth on our list today is Wonder Woman #1. This is a new series by Tom King, and it introduced two new characters in them. So there's a new Amazon, and there's also the first cameo appearance of the new villain looks like it's going to be a new villain of the series. So here's the new Amazon character, and she's briefly in it. It's a brief cameo, but she might play a main focus later on in the story. And I believe that she's going to show a main appearance in the story, and then we have the Sovereignty. Here he is. He looks like a bad dude, and he has a cameo at the end. I rank this one 6 because with DC, you never know. It's going to be a hit or miss, and you don't know how much they're going to focus on the story. They could be in it further, or they can just be in a couple issues. So this one comes in 6th this week. In 5th place this week, we have Superman #6, which has the first appearance of a new villain called the Chain. Now, he's in this issue for quite a bit, and he's supposed to be a Doomsday-level threat, so he's supposed to show a big presence going forward in the Superman series. And then Superman finds out that Lex Luthor has this secret villain that's chained in this base, and he goes to find out. He goes there, and he accidentally lets him free. And as you can see in the next page, he's all chained up, and he's called the Chain, but he's supposed to be a huge threat. And Lex Luthor is quite shocked realizing that he got released. And we'll have to see. This series released a bunch of new Superman villains, and we don't know, the other ones we're still waiting on, so we'll have to see how it's spec potential, but he seems pretty cool, and we'll just hope that we get more of him in the future, and his Doomsday level threat shows to be serious, and hopefully we get him for a big story arc. So he comes in for #5 this week. Coming in at #4 this week is the facsimile reprint of Rom #1, which is the first appearance of Rom the Space Knight. Facsimiles are always cool. They reprint the issues from, when they first came out in the stands. So, Rom didn't take off as much as he did or much as Marvel was hoping, but he's still a cool character, and hopefully we will see him in the MCU going forward. But at any rate, it's always cool to pick up a facsimile reprint, no matter who the character is. And Rom is cool, so if you haven't read it, give it a go. It's a pretty cool issue, and let's hope to see Rom in some movie or something going forward. #3 on our list is the Uncanny Spider-Man #1, which has the first appearance as Nightcrawler posing as Spider-Man. Now, usually different versions of Spider-Mans usually have some high premiums, and this one probably be no different. It depends on how the series goes. It's not really getting much publicity, but Nightcrawler looks cool in the outfit, and I think that has potential going forward, so I think this one's a good one to pick up because, you never know. And it's a 5-issue limited series, so I think coming back to it, it's a good one to pick up, and he's got a sword there. I think he's cool looking, so I think this is a good one to pick up. #2 on our list, we have Star Wars D-Squad #1, which has the first team appearance of the D-Squad, droids led by R2-D2. So this series has Chopper, it has the Dark Droids from Dr. Aphra, and it has 4 Loom and IG-88, and a Pit Droid. So with any Star Wars one, it's always good to pick up, but I think this one will be pretty cool going forward because it has a whole team of droids led by R2-D2. They're also very popular droids as well. Like, I think, Choppers and R2 are very popular for them, so I think this one will hold value going forward. So I think this one definitely is one you pick up. And, we've never seen R2-D2 lead a whole army of droids before, so that concept is cool. So I think this one's a good one to pick up. But coming in at #1 this week is Detective Comics #58, which is the facsimile reprint of the first appearance of Penguin. Penguin's one of my favorite Batman villains. He's one of the all-time greatest villains in DC, in my opinion, and this one reprints his first appearance, so I think this one is something that's going to hold value going forward, and in any sense you can read the great first appearance of Penguin. I think it's one of the better first appearances in the Golden Age. Such a great read. I love Golden Age facsimile reprints, and I think going forward they will hold value. So just like Batman #1 was first last week, this is the best first appearance pickup this week. Easily. Can't go wrong with the Penguin. So that was all the first appearances of the week. We'll see what we have in store next week. Some pretty decent ones this week. Star Wars D-Squadron, and I think the facsimile of Penguin are the coolest ones this week. But the Nightcrawler Spider-Man's pretty cool as well. So let me know what you guys think, and then I will see you next week. Bye-bye.